So yeah, we're just going to focus on lower body mobility today. So movements through the hips, all the muscles, outer thigh, inner thigh, quads, hamstrings, and that's going to have a little bit of an effect on the lower back. Now the idea of this is that you can stay for one stretch or two stretches or maybe all three. It's just whatever you have got time for. And the underlying theme of any of these stretches or wiggles is to make sure that whatever you're doing feels really good. If it doesn't feel good, you're less inclined to come back and do it again. So I want you to make sure that everything you do feels good. Okay, ready, let's go. We're going to start feet slightly wider than hip width apart, knees are bent. And then I want you to think, actually, we're not going to start there. We're just going to take a couple of breaths. Sit comfortably, wherever you are. It's going to take 3 breaths to start with. Take a nice big deep breath in. And all the way out. 2 more. You can close the eyes, you can softly focus them. And this is just about tuning out the rest of that chatter, letting your attention slowly drop into the rhythm of the breath and how your body feels. And if that's all the yoga that you have time for today, that's fine. But make an effort to come back and do the rest of this later. Okay, now lean back on the hands, knees are bent, and feet are wider than hip width apart. And then we're just going to slowly start dropping the knees from side to side. So it doesn't matter how low they go, start slowly and then you can gradually increase the movement if you need to. So you're rolling from the inside of the foot over to the outside of the foot. You start to feel that stretch maybe up the outside of the thigh. If you want to use the breath here, which sometimes helps, use an inhale to find the middle and then an exhale to drop the knees over. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, gradually deepening each time. And then if that feels good, you can start to lift it up a little bit. Take that twist a little bit further around. Start to make it a little bit more dynamic. Exhale, over. If that stretch is just too much, take it back a notch. Again, think about making the movement feel good. The better it feels, the more inclined you are to do it, the more inclined you are to work it into your everyday. Maybe you want to add a little side stretch. You can start to lift the arm up. Exhale. Inhale, center. Exhale. Maybe you want to start to think about firing up the core, in which case you're not going to use the arms. The arms are going to lift. Lifting up and over. I'm not going to lie, this is not the one for me today. So my hands are going to come back down again. Just that really simple rocking, mobilizing the joints from side to side. One more to either side. And then coming back up to the middle. Stretch the legs out in front of you. So if that's all you've got time for today, round of applause, congratulations, you are all done. If you've got a little bit longer, we're going to cross one ankle up over onto the stretched out leg. Now this is going to start to think about working again a little deeper through the hip. Levels, options, variations. You can stay here, just a simple leg extended, knee bent out to the side. Or you can take the hands out behind you and bend that leg in. So in a similar way to we were before. The higher the bend, the deeper the stretch is going to be in the leg. Again, think about finding what's comfortable, what feels good. And then we start that same rocking. Inhale to one side, exhale to the other. Again, options. You can keep rocking like this from gently side to side, or if it feels okay, you're going to roll all the way over onto the outside edge of that foot, maybe wrapping this arm around. Think about keeping the upper body moving around and finding that gentle twist. Exhale, relax. Bring it back to the middle. Stretch the legs out, swap them over. So same thing, opposite side. Now just because it's the same movement doesn't mean it's going to feel the same or look the same. Your hips are not symmetrical. So take a minute, drop your attention into the opposite side. How does it feel? Either staying here and you can take that rocking from side to side, or bend the knee in And then again, just start that gentle movement. Try not to rush it. Side to side. You can either stay with this movement if this one is the one that feels really beneficial. There's no need to change it. Or you can rock all the way over again onto that hip, coming into that twist. Same hand as leg, and then maybe just winding a little bit into the upper body. Take a breath. And then coming all the way back round. And again, if that's all you've got time for, 10 minutes stretching, done. If not, I've got one more move for you today. Up to all fours. Now, if you were practicing this in bed, you might want to slither down onto the floor at the side of your bed for this one, so you've got a bit more stability. Coming up to all fours, and slide that, so it's my left leg, slide one leg out to the side, and then start to gently rock backwards on the exhale. Inhale, lift up. So getting a big stretch, as I'm sure you're aware, down the inside of that leg. Exhale. Push it back just as far as is comfortable. Exhale. Coming back up. So the same hand as that outstretched leg. As you breathe in next time, think about opening it all the way up. Little twist, little stretch through the chest. Exhale, bring it back down. Knee comes in. Same thing, but on the opposite side. Take the leg out to the side. Use the exhale to push back. Inhale forwards. Exhale. Back. One more. Now, obviously, we're doing these quickly, so I usually work in groups of 3 or 5. But if you really love them, you can do as many as you want. Right arm, or same arm as leg. Inhale. Lift it up and open. Exhale. Bring it back down. Tuck yourself into somewhere comfortable again, whether you're sitting cross-legged, whether you just pop yourself to kneeling. Close the eyes or soften the focus and take 3 more breaths for me here, all the way in. All the way out. Feel that little smile of having achieved a bit of a stretch. A little bit of a focus on what feels good, of having a little bit of fun with your movement. Let it settle into the body. And then when you're ready, take a nice big deep breath in. One last big stretch, arms up above the head. Exhale. Drop them back down, a little flex through the shoulders, and you're all done. It's that simple.